Are you still having trouble pouring latte art? Because in this video we're going to talk about the 5 biggest mistakes I see everyone new to latte art make, how you can avoid them, and pour great designs like this one. The culprit is always one of these 5, so let's dive straight into it. The first mistake is your milk texture isn't good enough. Now, if your milk is consistently too thin or too thick, you shouldn't be trying to learn latte art, because good milk is the base of all great designs. And while you can pour latte art with thin or thick milk, it takes a lot of experience and knowledge to compensate for that and still get a good result. So master the texture of your milk first, and then come back and try learning latte art again. The second mistake is not getting close enough to the espresso. If your milk texture is on point, but you're having trouble making your foam appear or glide to the back of the cup, then it's likely that you're not getting close enough to the espresso. This could be either because you're A, not tilting the cup enough, or B, steaming too much milk, so much so that you can't tilt the pitcher enough to get the spout of the pitcher close enough to the espresso. It is super important that you get right up against that espresso, basically touching it, so that the milk foam can glide across it properly. The third mistake is moving the cup with the pitcher. Now, a lot of the time when people are learning how to pour and tilt the cup at the same time, they have difficulty separating those two movements. And so what happens is, as they pour, the cup runs away from them and they can't push the milk foam because the pitcher's stationary in relation to the cup. It's not going anywhere. They are two separate actions. One hand is tilting the cup, the other is pushing the foam. If you find yourself moving the cup with the jug, then fight back a little and push the cup into the pitcher as you pour to try and counteract that movement. The fourth mistake is pouring too fast. I know you want to look like your favorite Instagram star or content creator, but you have to slow down. If you pour too quick, your background will be uneven and spotty, and when you shoot for the design, what happens is the milk dives under the crema and shoots out the back. You get this reverse current. If you see that happening, it's a sign that you're pouring way too fast. Latte art is about precision, not being the fastest or the most flamboyant. So don't be afraid to slow right down and work through the design methodically, because you will end up with a better result if you take the time to get the technique right. And the final mistake that I see is aggressive pours. This is kind of the same thing with pouring too quickly. I see people integrating their milk with these big circular movements, and then once they finish integrating, they bob the pitcher up and they're just waving the pitcher around. Just stop. Treat the milk and espresso with some respect. If you use big round movements on integration, you'll get snail trails, these white lines that appear in the background of your design that will ruin the contrast. And when you dolphin the pitcher up, you don't need to whip the pitcher back. You run the risk of ruining the foam if you do that. Instead, just tilt the pitcher up slightly, just enough to cut the flow. Mistakes are part of the learning process, and the fastest way to fix them is to take a video of yourself pouring latte art, analyze your pours to look for any inconsistencies or issues, and then focus on improving one aspect of your design, one bit at a time. And of course, practice a lot. And that's all for this video. If you feel that I've helped you identify your bad latte art habits and consequently improve your latte art designs, then please leave a comment down below. And if you liked this video and want to see similar content in the future, subscribe, turn on notifications, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you again in the next one.